morning, squad. Welcome back to MadMizzy Sports Morning Show, the number one spot for everything sports talk, sports news, sports debate in the morning. Hope y'all have a great day today, great Friday. Have a safe, beautiful, adventurous weekend. Y'all already know what today is if I'm rocking the Niners gear. Plus, I already told y'all what day it is. But we got a beautiful rundown today. Of course, we're going to go back to the thrilling Thursday night football game of the Rams beating the Raiders 17-16 in SoFi. Break down that game. We got to touch on Marcus Mariota being benched for Desmond Ridder down there in Atlanta. What a game in Portland. 120-121. Nuggets beat the Portland Trailblazers. Got to touch on that. Dejounte Murray being out for 2 weeks with a sprained ankle. Got to touch on that. Then I'm going to break down the primetime nationally televised NBA games coming on tonight of the Lakers at the Philadelphia Sixers. Your boy will be in the building with me being from Philly. I'm going to be in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Going to break down that game. Then we're going to break down the Milwaukee Bucks at the Dallas Mavericks. And I'm going to end it off with, of course, breaking down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at my San Francisco 49ers and what I expect from that game. Let's get right into it, gang, gang. So, of course, like I said, we're going to start it off going back to Thursday night football. What a game. The Rams beat the Raiders 17-16. Carr getting outperformed by Baker Mayfield. What did I take away from this game? Just another disappointing performance by the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know what's up with this team, especially when they are in a position to take control of a game and put their foot on a team's throat. They always just back off like, no, give them some chance to get up. Let them get some chance to fight back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, dog, y'all was up going into half. Carr throws that terrible interception in the red zone. Bro, what are you doing? You feel the pressure? You still want to give Mac Hollins a chance by throwing a duck that's not even going to get to him. Bro, eat the ball. Live to fight another day. You feel what I'm saying? Live to fight another down. Take the 3 points. Or I'm not even sure if they had another down. I'm not sure if that was third down or a second down. But that was a terrible interception by Derek Carr. You get 22 of 35, 230 yards, one touchdown, a game-winning touchdown, a 98-yard game-winning touchdown drive from Baker Mayfield, and you get 11 for 20, 137 yards, and 2 interceptions from Derek Carr. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Baker Mayfield don't have Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson. He out there baking you, all puns intended, with Tutu Atwell. Come on, Vegas. I really can't put my finger on this team because you look at the opportunity that they had this past Thursday night to get back into the thick of the playoff hunt, getting up to what they would have been at 6-7 now. They're at 5-8 now. That was just a pitiful performance. And the Las Vegas Raiders fan base traveled like I thought they would. They took over SoFi. It was loud as a mug as Baker Mayfield was driving 98 yards down the field on the Raiders defense. You don't get a game-ending sack from Max Crosby. You don't get a game-ending turnover from none of the D-backs. Just terrible. Just terrible, man. I knew once they scored that touchdown to make it 10-16, I'm like, the Raiders going to mess around and lose this game. They're going to mess around and lose this game, and they did, man. That was just a pitiful performance. I just got to tip my cap to Baker Mayfield just coming into Los Angeles 2 hours ago. You feel what I'm saying? Reading through the playbook. Probably got Sean McVay in his ear like, yo, just look for this, look for that. This is what we doing. Give props to the shop. Maverick Carter, LeBron James. But Maverick Carter brought that up. That's how Sean McVay was with Jared Goff early in his career. He was giving them feeding them everything up until they would cut off the radio, 14 seconds left on the play clock. And then, you know what I'm saying, they get into it. But yeah, that's probably what they did last night. Sean McVay was feeding all the information he could to Baker Mayfield before they shut off the radio, and they came out with a much needed win. The Raiders, man, I'm just super disappointed in them, dog. Super disappointed in them. Let's move on. We got huge news down there in Atlanta. Marcus Mariota being benched for Desmond Ridder. To me, it just makes sense. Everybody, if you know me, you know I'm a huge Marcus Mariota fan. But when you look at his numbers this year, is why would you keep going with him? Especially when you think they got a strong run game and a young team. Like, Drake London is a bomb rookie wide receiver. So get Desmond Ridder in there to build a little bit continuity with him, or to see what y'all have in Desmond Ridder. If y'all have to look for a quarterback in the future, because y'all know Marcus Mariota is just a placeholder. He's not the quarterback for the future. You look at it, 22nd in passing yards with 2,219 yards, 16th in touchdowns and passing touchdowns, 15 touchdowns, and then 14th in QBR, 55.6. He's just a middle of the pack quarterback. You won't. He's not going to be a quarterback that uplifts your team. He's a middle of the pack quarterback. So to me, this was just a move that was inevitable because, I mean, like I said, Marcus Mariota was a placeholder. They wasn't bringing him in to lead them to the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? It was like, nah, come in, be a veteran presence, possibly start this season. Then next season, you'll be back to being a backup. Let's move on to basketball. Let's touch on the news, though. Dejounte Murray being out 2 weeks, spraining his left ankle against the New York Knicks in the loss. What was that, past Wednesday? Yeah, past Wednesday. What does this mean? The Hawks are reeling. They have a lot of injuries they're dealing with. And then you think about Dejounte and Trae Young were just building so much continuity. So to me, this is just a negative effect on them. That East is stacked right now. So this is not going to bode well. It's only 2 weeks, though. So hopefully by the time he gets back, they'll be getting John Collins back. They'll be getting some of their other players back. So to me, Trae Young has to just take this 2 weeks, go into superstar mode, go into Luka Doncic mode. You get what I'm saying? To keep them afloat, possibly go 500 in that stretch, and then once Dejounte gets back and some of the other players that the Hawks have out get back, then they can build some continuity and build a winning streak. But what a game last night in Portland. 121-120. The Nuggets beat the Portland Trailblazers. You getting 40 from Damian Lillard. You getting 33 from Nikola Jokic, and then you getting the game-winning 3 from Jamal Murray after Dame gave him Dame time. Dame gave him Dame time. It's that time. It's that time. And Jamal said, no, it's not that time. To me, I just want to say I love what the Denver Nuggets are building with Nikola Jokic and then getting Jamal Murray back. They just need Michael Porter Jr. back. I don't know if he's going to come back. I don't know what's going on with his back. That was the whole issue with him in college. That's been the issue with him since forever, is his back. So if he can come back, because he's a way more valuable third option than Aaron Gordon is. To me, Aaron Gordon is just a slasher. He's a dunker. He can't shoot that well. He's not a good, valuable third option. He's a good NBA player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very, very good NBA player, but I don't think he's a championship level third option player. You get what I'm saying? He's not no Andrew Wiggins or whoever was the third option for the Warriors when you want to name it that year. And then when you think about Boston, that's probably what held them back a little bit, is you really don't know where that third option is. And then you got Malcolm Brogdon in there. He's more so facilitating that third option. So I like what I'm seeing from the Denver Nuggets. They just got to get my boy Michael Porter Jr. back. You dig what I'm saying? They got to get my boy Michael Porter Jr. back. And then what I'm seeing with Portland is Dame just got to stay in the lineup. Once Dame can stay in the lineup, then they'll be able to build more continuity with Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant on where the points are going to align each game, because they just go off as the games go along. You get what I'm saying? Like, you only got 6 from Anthony Simons. You can't get 6 from Anthony. You get what I'm saying? He's too talented to only go out there and put up 6 points. So for me, I like what I'm seeing out of Denver, and I think that Portland they'll be okay. I think they'll probably end up being a 6 or a 7 seed in the Western Conference. Let's move on to the nationally televised games coming on ESPN tonight of the Los Angeles Lakers at the Philadelphia 76ers. I will be in the building. It's going to be lit. It's going to be turned. You feel what I'm saying? To me, what am I expecting from this game? Both teams need this. Both teams need a win right now. When you look at the Lakers, they lost. They're on a 2-game losing streak after being on a winning streak. They are expecting Anthony Davis and LeBron James to play tonight. You look at the Sixers, they lost 3 straight. You got James Harden, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris. You got all this talent. Y'all got to get back on that winning streak. You feel what I'm saying? So, to me, I'm going to see the Sixers coming out with a must-needed win tonight. I'm going to say 118-113, Philadelphia 76ers at home. I think the splitting of the hairs is going to be them being at home, and the fact that they're just a more talented team. They just got to play like it. Let's move on to the Milwaukee Bucks at the Dallas Mavericks. What am I expecting from this game? Both teams won 4 of their last 5 games. They're both 2 teams on a hot streak. This is the polar opposite of the first game I just broke down, where you got 2 teams on a winning streak. But to me, I'm looking at the Bucks. They're just way more well-rounded. When you think about the additions that they had, you still got some of their players out, but the addition and the return of Chris Middleton, it doesn't need to be expressed. The return of Chris Middleton and his impact on the Milwaukee Bucks is just seen. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I like the way that both of these teams are heading, but I think that the Milwaukee Bucks are a way better team right now. I mean, they just stacked top to bottom, and they play defense. So I like what I'm seeing out of Milwaukee. They're going to pack the paint with Giannis and Lopez, then they're going to force you to shoot a lot of jump shots, although that is up the Dallas Mavericks alley. That's going to determine this game. If the Dallas Mavericks can come out there and hit those jump shots, it's going to be a very close game. They might run away with the game, but if they can't hit those jump shots and the Bucks will run away with this game, I see that happening. I'm going to say 112-101, Milwaukee Bucks over the Dallas Mavericks. Let's move on, though, to the last game that I'm going to break down. We're going to switch back over to the NFL. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at my San Francisco 49ers. Tom Brady is 6-0 against quarterbacks making their first start. We have Brock Purdy. Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, making his first start against Tom Brady in San Francisco. So I like the way that's bolting, that we're at home. We're more healthy. You think they're coming in, they're just beat up. Dudes are going to play. Chris Godwin, all those dudes, Mike Evans, they're going to play, but they're beat up. Their offensive line is in shambles. Nick Bosa, I see him coming out having a huge game. I think Eric Armstead is going to play back-to-back games. So I see our defensive line dominating the Tampa Bay Bucks offensive line, and I think we'll get our run game established. I'm going to say my San Francisco 49ers are going to make that Tom Brady 6-0 record against quarterbacks, making their first start a 6-1 record after Sunday. I don't see the Tampa Bay Bucks going out there and having the ability to come back from 16-3 like they did against the New Orleans Saints. They was getting beat on by the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. So I'm not concerned with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at this junction. You think about a 6-0 record, that's a lot with the New England Patriots, and we already know what Bill Belichick does to young quarterbacks or quarterbacks in their first start. So to me, I don't see that defense coming out there and confusing Brock Purdy like that. I don't see us putting Brock Purdy in a situation where he will get confused like that. He knows where he's going to get the ball to. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to stop Tom Brady and shut down that offense. So I see us coming out with a 20-13 win. Let me know what y'all think, though. What a Thursday night football game. Rams 17, Raiders 16, 98-yard game-winning drive by Baker Mayfield with the game-winning touchdown. What did y'all think about that? Marcus Mariota being benched for Desmond Ridder. What do y'all think about that? What a game in Portland. What did y'all think about the 121-120 win of the Denver Nuggets over the Portland Trailblazers? What do y'all think of Dejounte Murray being out for 2 weeks with a left sprained ankle? What do y'all see in the nationally televised ESPN NBA games tonight of the Los Angeles Lakers at the Philadelphia 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks at the Dallas Mavericks? And who do y'all have in the major matchup this Sunday of the Tampa Bay Bucks at my San Francisco 49ers? MadMizzy Sports, like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert, MizzyWorld Entertainment. Gang.